Hello everyone, welcome to Static GK quiz number 224. This video is aimed to help you with your state and central government exams like SSC, UPSC, state PCS and banking and insurance related examinations like RRB, IBPS, etc. I'm Ritrisha from GKToday and I'll be taking you through this. Duncan proposals are related to which of the following rounds of GATT? Correct answer is Uruguay round. The Uruguay round was the 8th round of the multilateral trade negotiations or MTN conducted within the framework of the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade or GATT spanning from 1986 to 1993 and embracing 123 countries as contracting parties. The rounds led to the creation of World Trade Organization with GATT remaining as an integral part of WTO arrangements. Which among the following ratios correctly denotes money multiplier? Correct answer is M3:MO. So M0 and M1 are called narrow money, which normally includes coins and notes in circulation and other money equivalents that are easily convertible into cash. M3 includes M2 plus long-term time deposit and money market funds with more than 24 hours maturity. Which among the following is a term for which alternate word buyer's monopoly is used? Correct answer is monopsony. So, in economics, a monopsony is a market structure in which a single buyer substantially controls the market as the major purchaser of goods and services offered by many would-be sellers. Generally, the asset test ratio should be 1:1 or better for a company in sound economic position. This is a ratio of which of the following? Correct answer is current assets to current liabilities. The asset test or quick ratio compares a company's most short-term assets to its most short-term liabilities to see if a company has enough cash to pay its immediate liabilities such as short-term debt. The asset test ratio disregards current assets that are difficult to liquidate quickly such as inventory. Which among the following can be called a balanced budget? Correct answer is when total revenue of the government is exactly equal to the total expenditure. A balanced budget is a budget in which revenues are equal to expenditures. Thus, neither a budget deficit nor a budget surplus exists. More generally, it is a budget that has no budget deficit but could possibly have a budget surplus. Which among the following is an anti-inflationary measure? Correct answer is disinflation. So disinflation is a decrease in the rate of inflation, which is a slowdown in the rate of increase of general price level of goods and services in a nation's gross domestic product over time. It is the opposite of reflation. Gender empowerment measure is one of the 5 indicators used by the United Nations Development Programme in its annual Human Development Report. It includes which of the following? Correct answer is all of them. That is political participation and decision making, economic participation and decision making, and power over economic resources. The gender empowerment measure is an index designated to measure of gender equality. GEM is the United Nations Development Programme's attempt to measure the extent of gender inequality across the globe's countries based on estimates of women's relative economic income, participation in high-paying positions with economic power, and access to professional and parliamentary positions. As per the report, in 2018, India has many challenges as its rank is 142 out of 149 countries in the Economic Opportunity and Participation Subindex. Lockout is term used for a work stoppage in industry for which of the following? Correct answer is when employer prevents employees from working. A lockout is a temporary work stoppage or denial of employment initiated by the management of a company during a labor dispute. This is different from a strike in which employees refuse to work. It is therefore referred to as the antithesis of strike. Which among the following imposes a greater burden relative to resources on the poor than on the rich? Correct answer is regressive tax. A regressive tax is one in which tax rate decreases as amount subject to taxation increases, which means that if you earn less, you're paying more tax in respect to your earnings than someone who earns more. The lowest amount is subject to higher taxation, and this leads to individuals with low income bearing the highest burden of regressive taxes. Such tax does not take into account the ability to pay. That's all for today's quiz. Until the next video, goodbye.